Hi guys, welcome to Sharma Adventures where homeschool meets adventures. Today we're doing an honest flip through and review on My World Interactive Social Studies Curriculum for grades K, kindergarten. So let's go through the table of contents. This book is broken up into 6 chapters. 1 is Learning to Work Together. Chapter 2 is National and State Symbols. Chapter 3 is Work Now and Long Ago, a compare and contrast. And then each one has a big question, sing about, quest, and typically lessons 1 through 6, or some have 1 through 4. Chapter 4, Geography and Neighborhood. Chapter 5, Time and Chronology. Chapter 6 is Learning about the Past, big question, sing about, quest. Lessons 1 through 3, and then an assessment and then a glossary. So here are the quests, what the big questions are and what pages that they're on. Maps, continued. Graphs and charts, primary resources, and the page numbers. People to know. And here are some online biographies. Keep in mind that this does have online resources, and it continues on to the next page, as well as skills that continue on this page and as well as the next. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and open our book and start our flip through. So this page will show you how the setup of every chapter will begin. It shows you how the vocabulary will be highlighted and displayed within the text. It goes and gives you some information about the quest and what is expected of you and your learner and how to get through it together. And this should not be intimidating. It's very open and go, no prep necessary for every lesson. It's just easy peasy, read and get through each one. And this next page just shows how historical and predominant figures throughout history will be introduced throughout the text, as well as what skills the learner can acquire from their life and their story. And here is a map skill handbook that kind of just introduces map reading and map skills to your little learner. And here is an introductory to the steps of writing and the writing process. Though in this textbook, there will be no requirement or assignments where you will have to do any type of writing. It's mostly underlining, talk about or discuss with a partner, and drawing some pictures. It's very easy, so don't get intimidated when you see this. It's not going to ask you that throughout the text at all. It's just merely an introduction and introducing what different types of reading you'll see throughout the textbook. And here will tell you how to find information, and it gives some really important information to your child about not sharing your personal information with strangers or people online. It also tells you the difference of primary and secondary sources, gives examples as well as a brief little assignment to kind of help you facilitate and get a better understanding of what they are. And now we will go through chapter 1, learning and working together. In the beginning, it gives you the online resources, a jumpstart activity to discuss with your learner, a sing about it, which goes to the tune of Farmer in the Dell. It's called We Go to School, and it highlights the vocabulary featured in this page. And now we are brought to the quest, which introduces every chapter, and this one is with Ollie the Owl. There's always a creative figure that helps talk about something important that the learner should know about. This one is talking about following rules. Number 1, brainstorm ideas which rules you follow. My child decided to draw a picture of her room. Making her bed every morning is a rule that she likes to follow to help keep her room clean. And it says look for activities and then talk about your quest with the group. We are a homeschool family, so we just discuss between her and I. And now here's lesson 1 where we learn. And it gives you some vocabulary words such as school and learn and choice. And then it asks you to draw something on the next page. And I believe she drew herself or her friend swinging on the swing at the park. And now on the next page, we come to the next lesson where we see the title, We Work Together, a jumpstart activity, some more drawings. And now we are going to go into the lesson, and it gives you critical thinking skills about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And it gives you some problem-solving skills, asks you to draw some pictures. And again, the next page is lesson 3. And as I flip through this book, I want you to go ahead and look at the pages and feel free to stop and read anything that may grasp your attention or you want to spend more time to see if this is something that aligns with your family values. I just want to tell you that we are a secular homeschool, but we are quite conservative. So this this particular book does not touch base on anything to do with family structures, gender, or anything like that. It's just about social studies, historical figures, and what accomplishments that they have achieved in their lifetime, and how our little learners can become better citizens and change the world in a positive manner. This textbook will align with any California charter school. It is not Christian based, so it will get approved for those who receive funds to pick out their own curriculum. And it's an overall just great book to have and read with your child, and you don't have to worry about any of the content in this book. It is solely on just social studies and the historical figures and what they accomplished. And you can go ahead and go in more depth with your kindergartner with other self-chosen books if you choose to do so. It is just very brief, and it's a easy way to understand for a kindergarten level child, and you don't have to prep ahead. It's very open and go. You read. I've taken this on the road with us while our kids are doing activities. Sometimes my son will go into his music class and I'll sit with my daughter in the car or inside the class environment where we can quietly read this together, and she can underline, fill in, like these letters to finish completing the spelling of the word, which is great to help her with her learning to spell and read in her other areas of studies. So there's really no prep or teacher's guide necessary. There are answer keys in the back, and you really don't have to worry about it. It's simple enough. You can figure it out without looking at the answers. So I would really highly encourage that you go ahead and go with My World if you just want to solely teach your child social studies curriculum without having to worry about anything else. And our family got a stamp of approval. It's very easy to read, and I'm really glad we chose this particular book, both my children. You will go ahead and later on, if you are interested, I have a second grade My World flip through and review coming in the near future. So if you have an older child and you may be considering that, go ahead and wait. In the next couple days it'll be posted, as well as I will be putting up some other curriculum that we've used in the past from other charter schools, which may not have gotten my stamp of approval, but we were able to skip through some things. So in case you're looking or wanting to look at a wide variety of different social study curriculum, they'll be coming in the near future. And a few things I want to point out about these textbooks. Every chapter is basically set up the same way. The print is large, easy to read, easy to understand, and it's very impactful with the short little brief readings so that your child will not get bored. And we finish about one chapter per week, and we do one reading per day. So I'll make say a Wednesday social studies day, and we'll sit for about a half an hour and just kind of, or even less, get through the chapter depending the interest of my daughter and what she wants to complete for that day. It doesn't take a lot of time, so it's very quick lessons, and a lot of times I just do the readings for her because she's not a reader. She's actually in TK right now, so she's not fully reading some of these bigger, large words, but I'll read it to her, and then she'll draw the pictures or color something. Or sometimes if she's not feeling up to writing, I'll actually just have her point, and so we can go ahead and do the assignments orally. So it's not a lot of it's not a very stressful text. It's very easy. I found it very joyful to do this with my daughter. It's very peaceful, very relaxing. She could just sit and listen to me, and we would do these assessments together. And again, I didn't always force her to write them down. I would just discuss them and point if she wasn't up for it. Again, I want to make sure that the curriculum is light and fun because she is only in TK, and this is a kindergarten level book, but even at TK she was able to get through it without being a solid reader. So I just wanted to go ahead and share my curriculum with you in case you are interested before purchasing this for the upcoming school year. If you have any questions or comments regarding this textbook, please feel free to leave them down in the comments. It's a great way to open up the dialogue for maybe something I didn't know about, maybe you may know something else, so we can open up a dialogue between ourselves and other homeschooling moms who may be watching this. And I appreciate you stopping by my channel. And if you're new here and you like videos on motherhood, homeschooling, or the Antelope Valley, which I like to travel and show some of our experiences in our new home, please don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. It doesn't cost a thing, and it lets me know you like content like this. And I appreciate you stopping by and sharing this flip through with you. And I will see you in the next one.